Marriott Vacations Worldwide came out with their second quarter 2022 earnings. What did they have to say during that earnings call? Not just about their earnings, but also about Abound. I think they might have actually made a pretty big mistake. Let's talk all about it right after this. Hello and welcome to Destination Timeshare. I'm Jeremy. We're going to jump right into this video today talking about Marriott Vacations Worldwide second quarter 2022 earnings and what they may have said during that call about Abound by Marriott Vacations, the combined program with Vistana, Westin, and Sheraton Vacation Club. We're going to talk more about that towards the end of the video, so be sure to stick around for that. All right, before we start out here though, I do want to point out I'm not a financial guru. We're not going to get into deep numbers here about financials for Marriott Vacations Worldwide. If you do want to listen to or read through their entire second quarter 2022 earnings, head over to their website and check out the investor relations section. Talking about Marriott Vacations Worldwide second quarter earnings, that was actually on Tuesday, August the 9th. And one thing that they did mention, occupancies are exceeding 90% in the second quarter. So obviously the state of travel in 2022 is pretty extreme. Everybody has, whether it's their home resort usage this year or they have banked points, banked weeks, everybody's wanting to travel. It's kind of a use it or lose it year. So occupancy well above normal this year in 2022. Next, they talked about their Welk acquisition. Not a whole lot of information there, just that in April of 2022, they did rebrand Welk Resorts to Hyatt Vacation Club. No real news there on any integration between the two, other than just being able to exchange through Interval International into Welk Resorts because it's now newly affiliated with Interval International. Now, as we talk about the exchange business that Marriott Vacations Worldwide owns, which is actually Interval International, they're talking about how they grew the Interval membership by 21% so far. And that really just has to do with being reaffiliated with Disney Vacation Club, Welk Resorts, now Hyatt Vacation Club, as well as LCID. They said specifically 320,000 new members. They did also mention that the average revenue per member is down 16%. And obviously that's because they did add all of these new members. Many of these members may not have 2022 usage to deposit and or exchange through Interval International. So it does take a little bit of time to kind of ramp up those members, those new members in the Interval International program. Also, of course, as we kind of mentioned earlier with occupancies, home resort occupancy is actually way up this year as well, which means owners are actually staying at their home resorts. They're not depositing into Interval International. So exchange inventory is down. Getaway availability is down. If you've been out there trying to confirm an exchange or find getaways, you've probably noticed there isn't as much out there available. Next up now is contract sales, 40% year over year from the second quarter of 2021. So pretty significant increases in contract sales. They did though also mention that they're up over 31% over 2019 second quarter. So 31% more than pre-pandemic levels. Pretty good, but obviously a lot of that comes from being able to grow their business with Welk Resorts. Obviously new contract sales now that they own Welk Resorts. So they did mention if they excluded Welk Resorts, they're only up 7%. Hey, 7% increase in contract sales. That is pretty good, pretty significant. So obviously Marriott Vacation Club, Westin, Sheraton, Welk, Hyatt, they're all doing bumper sales in the second quarter of 2022. They also did mention they're kind of interested in some other acquisitions, kind of like the Welk Resorts. So if something else kind of comes along, they would be interested in pursuing that. Not too many opportunities out there, definitely not in the dozens. They're kind of thinking maybe just a handful of systems or resorts out there. So if they do see something out there that is kind of the right fit for them, they would be interested in pursuing that. All right, now let's talk about what every Marriott Vacation Club and Vistana owner is wanting to know, and that is about Abound by Marriott Vacations, specifically what they had to say during the earnings call about that, and kind of what I think maybe a mistake they made during the conference call about this. So, Chairman and CEO Steve Weisz, he actually had a specific statement during his opening remarks about Abound, about the combined program between Marriott Vacation Club, Sheraton Vacation Club, and Westin Vacation Club, which is Vistana. And he had this to say: during the quarter, we launched Vacation Next, a multi-year journey beginning with the introduction of Abound by Marriott Vacations, which unifies our Marriott branded vacation ownership products. Through this new program, Marriott, Westin, and Sheraton owners now have direct access to more than 90 branded resorts around the world using a common points currency. So this is one thing where I'm thinking they may have gone a little bit too far here in stating that, hey, this new program, Marriott, Westin, Sheraton owners now have direct access to more than 90 branded resorts, because still, as of today, 4 days after that conference call, Marriott Vacation Club owners cannot use Destinations Club points to book Sheraton or Westin properties. Not sure what they were thinking here when they made this statement, but they do also go on to say, we began pre-marketing the unified product at our Marriott, Westin, and Sheraton sales centers at the end of March. And I'm happy to say that as of today, the majority of sales centers have started selling our newly unified product. While still early in the process, feedback from owners has been very positive. And even towards the end of the call, an investor had a specific question about the new program, the unified program, and how that might be impacting sales or close rates. And Steve actually indicated that average contract price is up some, and close rates are also up some as well. But it's still obviously very early. Very early meaning I'm not aware of any sales centers that are actually selling a combined unified points product. We were actually just at a sales presentation before kind of this earnings call, and they said, hey, we're going to be selling it probably in the next week or so. I actually did a video about that. We did a sales presentation at Westin Kierland Villas in Scottsdale, Arizona. I'll put a link to that video right up there. But yeah, kind of some information here. I thought it was rather strange. Almost made me think that they were planning a rollout at the beginning of August for this new program. We know the website was down a week ago on Monday, and it was down for a significant amount of time, and they were having lots of problems. Apparently they were going to be rolling out this new program after the website came up, or something along those lines. We don't really know for sure, because Marriott didn't make any specific announcements other than, hey, our website's going to be down for 15 hours. But we kind of anticipated some information. Well, that date came and went with website outages, intermittent, more out than online. Not maybe they wrote this before that outage and when they were planning to launch it, and then didn't go back and update it for the actual earnings call when things didn't go as planned. I'm not really sure, but definitely seems a little bit odd, a little bit of maybe misinformation in their earnings call when they made these statements about booking with a common points currency, because as Vistana owners, we actually know of no way to convert or elect our week for points or even enroll it in the Abound program. And of course, as far as I know, they're not selling a common points product. Well, I guess you could essentially say they are, because the common points product is essentially just the Destinations points program. So they are selling those, of course, at all of the Marriott Vacation Club resorts. But still at Vistana resorts, as far as I know, They're just selling Sheraton Flex, Westin Flex, Westin Aventuras, and any other of those Westin products that they may have. They still sell a few weeks in a few places. So there you have it. What are your thoughts on the Marriott Vacations Worldwide earnings call and about Abound in general? Are we ever going to get there? I'd love to hear all your comments. Let me know all about it down in the comments below. And if you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Really does help out these videos. Gets them out there to more people that are Marriott Vacation Club, Westin Vacation Club, and Sheraton Vacation Club owners. And to see more videos all about timeshare, check out the description box below. And for another video about Abound by Marriott Vacations, check out this one right up here, and YouTube. They think you'll like that one down there. Be sure to subscribe. You can do so by clicking on my picture right here. Hit that notification bell, and remember, the best destination is always a timeshare.